All right, I'm back. Once again, I want to look at Psalms 110 and 1. Because David is saying, he will remember the Most High's right hand. So now, Psalms 110 and 1, it says, the Most High said unto my power, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. So, David's power is Hamashiach Yahushua. But he is the spirit of the Most High. He is the angel of the Most High that David is acknowledging. That's why I go to, I think it's Luke, 22nd chapter. No, let's go to the 20th chapter first. And let's start reading at verse 39 to verse 44. It says, then certain of the scribes answering said, Master, which should be every time you see Lord, Master, thou hast well said. Because Lord represent Baal. They put it in there to have you saying it, calling on Baal. And now that you know, you got to change. They missed that one. Then certain of the scribes answering said, Master, thou hast well said. And after that, they just not asked him any questions at all. And he said it to them. He posed a question to them. How say they that Mashiach is David's son? Because you know they say the son of David. They were saying he was the son of David, right? So he asked them, how say they that Mashiach is David's son? That's King David's son, who we just was reading about in Psalm the 77th chapter. And David himself says in the book of Psalms that we just came from, Psalms 110 and 1, the Most High said unto my power, sit thou on my right hand till I make thine enemies thy footstool. He said, David therefore calleth him master, or his power. How is he then his son? See, that's a mystery that he's laying on him. But you understand, he's on the right hand side of the Most High. Look what he said in Luke 22. And let's start at verse 66. Luke 22 and 66. It says, and as soon as it was day, the elders of the people and the chief priests and the scribes came together and led him into their council, saying, art thou Hamashiach? You notice they didn't ask him, are you Yahushai or Jesus or any other name that you use pertaining to his first name, but they asked him, are you Hamashiach? Because there's only one Hamashiach. He asked him, art thou Hamashiach? Tell us. And he said unto them, if I tell you, you will not believe. See what he said? And if I also ask you, you will not answer me, nor let me go. He knew what he came for. It was his time. for him to die and his blood to be shed for the 12 tribes of Israel, the ultimate sacrifice. That's what he said. They asked him, art thou a Mashiach, the Christ, the anointed, the Messiah? Tell us. And he said unto them, if I tell you, you will not believe. And if I also ask you, you will not answer me, nor let me go. So if I answer you, if I tell you I am, if I ask you, do you think I am the Mashiach? You say it don't matter because you ain't going to let me go. Hereafter shall the Son of Man sit on the right hand of the power of the Most High. That's what he said. So when he ascended up into heaven in the cloud, in Acts the 1st chapter, the 9th verse, he went to the right hand side of the Most High. That's what he's saying. Hereafter shall the Son of Man sit on the right hand of the power of the Most High. Then said they all, art thou then the Son of the Most High? And he said unto them, ye say that I am. He said, you say that I am. And they said, what need we any further witness? But we ourselves have heard of his own mouth. See, wicked Israelites, wicked Romans, put him to death. But he knew this is what he had to go through for us. That's why I look at Acts. One and 8. No, verse 9. And when he had spoken these things, he spoke to them after he was on the earth for 40 days. While they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. Right? So, look at what he prayed before he ascended in the chariot of the Most High to go back to the right-hand side of the Most High, to be the right hand of the Most High, be the top angel of the Most High, in John the 17th chapter. This is him praying before they crucified him. Came and got him. Wicked Israelites came and got him and gave him over to the Romans to kill him. Who killed him? The so-called white man. Put him to death. And wicked Israelites, the ones that came to get him at the Passover. So he prayed this prayer before all that happened. St. John 17:1. These words spake Mashiach Yahushua and lifted up his eyes to heaven and said, Father, Abba, the hour is come. This is what he's saying now. Glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify thee, as thou hast given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou hast given him. The Most High is the one that gives you to a Mashiach Yahushua. The Most High has allowed a Mashiach Yahushua to do the choosing under the power of the Most High. And this is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true power, Most High power of who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, and a Mashiach Yahushua, whom thou hast sent. This is what he said. I have glorified thee on the earth. You think it is not important to be glorifying the Most High, fearing the Most High? The Mashiach Yahushua said, I have glorified the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel on the earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. This is what he said. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self with, this is a prayer that he's praying to the Most High. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. See? Why, once he ascended to the right hand side of the Most High, and he went up in the clouds, which are the angels, came to get him, to take him to the right hand side of the Most High. Then we look at what Daniel seen in the vision. In Daniel 7:13. He said, I saw in the night vision. May the Most High speak to us in dreams and visions. So he's seeing in the night visions. And behold, one like the Son of Man, who was a Mashiach Yahushua, came with the clouds of heaven. Remember, he ascended up in the clouds? He came with the clouds of heaven, which are the angels. Brought him. The chariots of the Most High, the angels of the Most High brought him to, is bringing him to the Most High. So I say the Bible is telling us what it is we need to know. That's why it tells you in, hold that, Psalm 68:17. It said the chariots, remember it took him up in the chariot, in the cloud, right? Okay, we got to deal with the cloud first. Psalms 104:3. Psalms 104:3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot. So the clouds, they say clouds, that represent like what they call the UFOs that they're saying that Congress got to give an account of. They want to know about what's going on with all these flying saucers, and we call them identified flying objects. We know they're chariots. Like we'll say, they're the angels who make, this is what it say, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Because they rolling in the wind. The Most High's chariots, right? So what are they? Psalm 68:17. The chariots of the Most High, which are these clouds, are 20,000. Even thousands of angels. You see that? Even thousands of angels. That's the chariots. The Most High is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place, right? So now that we see that, now we go back to Daniel's. Remember, Mashiach went up in the clouds. They seen him ascending up in the clouds. So now when you look at Daniel 7:13, he's having a vision of what happened once he went up in the clouds. Daniel 7:13, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man, who was a Mashiach Yahushua, came with the clouds of heaven, came with the angels of heaven, the chariots of the Most High, the vehicles, what they call the UFOs, unidentified flying objects. Remember he said, don't be amazed at the heavens, because the heathen are dismayed at them. Behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, the angels, and came to the Ancient of Days. So the clouds, which are the angels in these vehicles, these chariots of the Most High, brought Hamashiach Yahushua to the Ancient of Days, who was the Most High. And they brought him near before him. What was given to him? Remember he asked for the glory that he had with the Most High before the world was? And there was given him dominion and glory. There it is right there. He got it. What he asked for, he got it. And glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. That's why he said, And verse 27, hearing what it said that the Most High gave him, is in the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. We can stop right there. That's the kingdom right there. Give it to the saints of the Most High. Who the saints? I got to define them since I've been, given the scripture. Let me go there just in case some of you don't know how to define who the saints are. You got to understand it through the precepts. Psalms 148 and 14 defines who the saints are. Okay? That's why we're here in Psalm 148:14. It says, he also exalted the horn, which is the power of his people, the praise of all his saints. Who are they? Even of the children of Israel, who are we? A people near unto him. Praise ye the Most High. So now that we covered who the saints are, the children of Israel, what does it say? Daniel 7:27. In the kingdom and dominion, and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. That's the 12 tribes of Israel that we just said, are people near unto the Most High, the children of Israel. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, the 12 tribes of Israel, whose kingdom, meaning our kingdom, is an everlasting kingdom. We got next forever and ever and ever. A righteous kingdom. And all dominions shall serve and obey him. There it is. So going back to verse 13, as he ascended after he walked the earth for 40 days into the cloud, which are the angels, which are the chariots of the Most High, he said, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven and came to the Ancient of Days. They brought him before the Most High, and they brought him near before him. The angels brought him, Mashak near before him. And there was given unto him dominion. We just read. Verse 27, and the kingdom and the dominion and glory, the same thing he prayed for, that we just read, that he asked the Most High, that he wanted the glory that he had with him before the world was, and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. So we can stop this lesson right here, because he already showed you. Verse 18, it said, but the saints who are the 12 tribes of Israel, the Most High, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. That's the kingdom right there. The Israelites. So going back to Psalm 77. And verse 7, will the Most High cast off forever? And will he be favorable no more? We know he's going to be favorable. We just read about we're going to get the kingdom. Is his mercy clean gone forever? Nope. You say you're going to have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. Set them in their own land. Isaiah the 14th chapter, the first verse. Does his promise fail forevermore? Has the Most High forgotten to be gracious? Hath he in his anger shut up his tender mercies? And I said, this is my infirmity, but I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. That's why we went to Psalms 110 and 1. The Most High has showed to Mashiach Yahushai to tell David that he is Mashiachim, like we are Mashiachim. And Mashiach is the Most High's. 1 Corinthians 3:23. He understood that. That's why he said, the Most High said unto my power, Mashiach Yahushai, sit thee on my right hand until I make thy enemies thy footstool. The Most High not sitting on his own right hand. Understand, overstand this. Look. He said, and I said, verse 10, This is my infirmity. But I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High.